Oh, that labor man said, son, now can you sing a little bit more clear? Said your voice might beat the country next to what they've been here. Can you sing a little more about us? All this time and all of this money, all of these sorries I don't owe you, honey. All of these miles on this Chevy and pressing a few of them days I spent waiting on.
When I was 6, I had 245 strapped to my hips, wanted dead or alive. All of the kids thought that I was a good guy at heart. Come on. When I got to high school, not much really changed. Ran from the cops in my souped up Mustang. All of the girls thought that I was a good guy at heart. And I ride like a thief on the run, and I hide from the things that I've done, and I fly like the wind to the sunset, just like the cowboys do.
Girl, I'm liking where it's going and I don't wanna rush it, but your love has got me jumping the gun. When the night has come and the land is dark,
Cowboy man with his heart of gold wonders how his story will be told.
Dancing in the moonlight, take me down like I'm a diamond. Every second is when we touch, don't ever let me go. Daddy did. So go ahead and drive that truck, Daddy's money jacked up down Main Street.
You like?
From me, and that's the unexpected. 'Cause I'm an international.
It's literally been raining on one side of town.
she like me. Molly rocks in my green tea. Then you rolled in with your hair in the wind, baby, without warning. If she's lonely now, she won't be lonely long.
Hoy les voy a mostrar una realidad que poco se habla de Estados Unidos. Y es que todo el mundo piensa que la mayoría de la gente vive en casas bonitas, pero también existen estas realidades. Estamos en Corpus Christi, en la calle Lipan 1600. Y no es la casa de Dua Lipan, pero sí te puedes conseguir este estilo de casas que están bastante deterioradas. Normalmente son casas de personas en pobreza. Y bueno, como pueden ver, da un poquito de miedo, no va a ser que vaya a salir alguien por acá. Eso que está ahí es una iglesia donde van los homeless, personas sin hogar. Disculpa una pregunta, ¿cómo cuánto vale una casa como esa?
Pues una casa como esa te viene saliendo alrededor de unos $50,000.
¿Y una renta más o menos?
Te puede venir saliendo, depende cuántas recámaras, lo mínimo 650 al mes.
¿Cuánto puede ganar mensualmente una persona aquí?
Pues estamos como el salario mínimo es de $7.25, si trabajas tus 40 horas, vienes sacando como $1,000 al mes.
Bueno amigos, quiero que vean un poco la gente que está tirada en las calles. son personas prácticamente sin hogar, como pueden observar. Y esto es algo que no siempre te muestra la gente. Otra realidad impactante, amigos, es que como hay muchos homeless en la zona, incluso hay casas como esta que están abandonadas y que la utilizan muchas personas para hacer cosas, amigos. Miren esto. Da un poco de terror. Like si quieres más videos como este que muestran las realidades. Yo soy Neurokiller y ¡ah! ¡Una telaraña!
Thought I might go on by when your memory came flooding in and you closed that door. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish it was a diesel locomotive. I come whistling down your track, crashing in your door.
Love you, George.
Baby, last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met.
Located in Texas, which dramatically adds to this economic power. Texas is probably one of the few US states that actually could succeed as an independent country, and here are a few reasons why. First, it has a coast, and therefore access to the world's shipping routes. Houston is the 8th busiest port in the United States and already has shipping routes connected with Brazil, the Netherlands, Germany, India, and China. Second, Texas is what's called a tax donor state, meaning that the Texan state government sends more money to the federal government than it receives back in benefits. For every $1 that Texas sends to Washington, it receives back just 94 cents. This means that Texas could fund all of their current government expenditures and still have enough left over to generate a nice budget surplus. Compared with other states like Mississippi, who gets $3 back from the federal government for every $1 they send, Texas would be in a great financial situation at first upon becoming independent. The final reason Texas would be self-sustainable is energy. Let's switch over to a map of the US electrical grid to see how that's the case. There are only 3 main power grids in the mainland United States that the US operates: the Western grid, the Eastern grid, and the Texan grid. Texas has its own fully independent electrical grid that wouldn't be influenced by the rest of the US. If another state like, say, New Mexico decided to leave, the rest of the US could just shut off that part of the grid and deny them electrical access. Not so with Texas. But here's the really interesting part. Back in 1840, Texas used to be a lot bigger. Back then, it claimed about half of modern New Mexico, and also chunks of Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, and even as far north as Wyoming. If for some reason the modern Texas was expanded back to this territory today, it wouldn't really add as much as you think. The population would only go up by a little over 1.2 million people, because besides the towns of Santa Fe in New Mexico and Pueblo in Colorado, most of this extra land is pretty rural. But back in 1840, the entirety of Texas was even more rural. Back then, the entire population of Texas was an incredible 70,000 people, basically the size of a small suburb of either Dallas or Houston is today. The only settlements you can see on maps from back then were San Antonio, Houston, and Santa Fe, which were all basically islands of people separated by hundreds or thousands of kilometers of open and unpopulated land.
Well, I've been known to write a few songs, loving and leaving and
to work tomorrow, are you actually going to go to work tomorrow? Okay. Here's the thing, I'm a cowboy from Texas. I'm not going to ask you to do something that I won't do. So if you give me crowd participation for the next 90 minutes, I'm going to give you every ounce of my heart and soul right here on this stage tonight. Let's see if you're ready then. Everybody say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Come on, say it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Chain loose.